Alright man, so what's up guys, Airball here and I'm back with another video, and today I will be showing y'all the best center build on NBA 2K26 that's an absolute snagger and can shoot the ball, it can get contact dunks, gets good pass accuracy. We're not going to waste any time, let's just get straight into the video. So we're going to go center obviously for our position. Our height is going to be 7 foot. I think 7 foot overall this year is just the best height to have on a center. The weight is going to be 236. Now the reason why we want that is because it's just enough to get us stocky body type. We can actually go 233, I believe, or 234 to get stocky, but we're going to go 7'5 wingspan. And the reason why I want 236 instead of 234 is because we want that 99 offensive rebound. Because we're going to have both 99 offensive rebound and 99 defensive rebound on this build. So we want to have 99 offensive rebound. You could get +1 agility if you go 234, but for me, I'm just going to go 236, get 99 offensive rebound, and I think that would be pretty glitchy. With a 7'5" wingspan, you get an 83-pointer, so that gives you the ability to get a sharpshooting takeover. So that's why I'm going to go with that, and we're just going to hit continue. But starting off with our finishing stats, we're going to have a 75 on our close shot, so nothing too crazy. This isn't really like a finishing kind of build. Like, you can finish in the paint, like, don't get me wrong, especially if you have good dunk animations and things like that, but this isn't really a post-scoring kind of build, if you get what I'm saying. So 75 close shot, it'll be alright, but the driving dunk is going to be a 73, so we get posterizer on bronze. That's really the only highlight there, is that we get posterizer on bronze. We'll also be able to get, I guess, park dunks too, and you'll be able to get a few dunk packages with that 70, threshold. So 73 driving dunk is pretty decent. Not going to be anything too crazy, but it's still there. Standing dunk, we will go with an 81. And 81 gets us rise up, and 80 gets us the pro contact dunks, the pro big man contact dunks. So 81 overall is just really good to go with because you get the rise up and you get the pro big man contact dunks along with that. So if you know how to use the dunk meter, like the standing dunk meter, I think this could be still pretty decent, especially combined with everything else that we have on this build. But yeah, moving on to our shooting, we're gonna have a 75 on our mid range. All right, 75 midi. Our 3-pointer is going to be a 69. Now what we're gonna do, before you guys freak out, is we're going to specialize in shooting on this build. We're going to get our cap breakers, our 2 cap breakers. We're going to use them on our 3-pointer. And with this build, if you make it exactly how it is, you can get your 3-pointer from a 69 to an 80 with 2 cap breakers. All right, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to go from 69 to 80, and it's cheaper than going from like 81 to 83 with your strength. So this is the best way to use your specialization cap breakers, is to put them on a 3-pointer, and that way you can get 11 by only using 2 cap breakers. All right, now the pass accuracy, we're gonna go with an 87. That's just kind of the normal on, that's just the norm on every single build, because you get break starter on gold, which you get max +2. I've been using this build in rec, and I've been max +2 in my break starter, and it's been absolutely insane. So I get legend break starter, and also I get gold dimer, which I can use my max +2 to get that to legend also. So I get legend dimer and legend break star on this build, which is why I think 87 pass tag is really all you need. You don't need anything too much higher than that, because you can just use your max +2s, use your tier 1 on break starter and your tier 2 on your dimer. Alright, so I mean, you don't really need legend dimer, but if you wanted to, you can get it. I do have that on my build actually, so because there's not really any other good tier 2 badges to use, because I already have Hall of Fame High Flying Denier, which is a good tier 2 badge, but I can use my max +1 to get that to legend. So I'll just go with that. You know what I'm saying? 87 pass tag is very, very good, but I don't recommend going any higher than that because you don't really get any extra benefits. Because the max +1, the max +2 that you can use. The interior, we're going to go with an 82 to get post lockdown on silver, and then we're going to get 62 on the perimeter to get our movable enforcer up to bronze. All right, and then our steel, we're going to go up to a 60. All right, 60 steel will get us bronze interceptor. That's really all we need, and it'll help us out with getting a few lane steals and things like that. If people are throwing Stevies in the paint, then you can get your steals with that 60 steal. And then our block rating is going to be up there. We're going to have a 93 on the block rating, so we're going to get gold paint patroller on this build, which will be very, very nice to be able to defend the paint really well against, maybe 7-4s or something. They're trying to mash you, or like maybe they make like a shag build inside, whatever the heck. So you can max +1 to get Hall of Fame paint patroller. I use my max +2 tier 1 on my break star because I think it's really important. But if you want to use your max +2 tier 1 on paint patroller and just use your max +1 tier 1 on your pass accuracy, or not your pass accuracy, your break starter, then you can do that. It's really up to you. I just go with legend break starter and then go Hall of Fame on the paint patroller, and also you'll be able to get Hall of Fame High Flying Denier. We just got to upgrade the vertical, but you'll be able to get that on Hall of Fame which you can max +1. That's what I do. I max +1 to legend. The offensive rebounding, or yeah, it's legend. Offensive rebounding is going to be 94. Defensive rebounding is going to be a 94. So you can get 99 on both of these stats if you get cap breakers. Right now I have this build and I use 5 on defensive rebound to get to 99. And right now I have 95 on my offensive rebound. And then my 2 specialization cap breakers are in strength, just because I made this at the beginning of the year. And I wasn't going to rock with a 69 3-ball at the beginning of the year because I wanted my badges. But still, I have 6 regular cap breakers, and I just use them on my rebounding. So that's what I'm going to do. For this build, I recommend using 10 cap breakers total to get 99 on both stats, because it'll be very, very effective, and you'll be able to snag boards a lot, especially with that Legend Rebound Chaser and Legend Box Out. Speed and agility are both going to be solid. I would actually recommend using Jet Takeover on this build. That's what I've been using a lot. Because with Takeover, you get 78 speed with this build, combined with 67 on the agility, and you're also going to have a 91 vertical, I believe. So, yeah, absolutely insane when it comes to the speed and the agility. We're going to have an 83 on the strength to get us brick wall and silver. That's really all we need. And we can't really go much higher. Like, we won't really get too much else. And then our vertical is going to be an 85. All right, so 85 vertical doesn't get us really too much, if I'm going to be honest. But, you know what I'm saying, 85 vertical is still good because we can get rebounds really, really well. Having the 99 rebound combined with having a decent enough body type, having a good wingspan, and having high vertical, it's really, really going to help out a lot when you have 85 vertical. So that's why I would go with that, because, going low weight, you're already pretty fast, and you also get the ability to get pretty high vertical. So using that vertical, using the speed and agility, like I said, use Jet Takeover, you get, crazy speed, crazy vertical for a center. You can get Legend Pogo Stick if you use your crew max +1s. So yeah, the Legend badges you can get on this build are absolutely insane. I think on my normal build, I have like 5 or 6 badges that are on Legend, which is absolutely insane. But, overall, I can't really find too much better of a build than this. Like, I use this a lot in the rec. You can use it in Park, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not really that bad for Park. You can really use it for any kind of game mode. Threes, you could use it as well. You can get a lot of rebounds. Again, using that Jet Takeover, you'll be able to get pretty high speed and agility. So that's why I would just go with that. Looking at the builder, looking at the name, it's a table setting Glass Guardian. All right. And we got some strength here. We got all these Hall of Fame badges. We got A+ offensive and defensive rebound. And our strengths, we got major asset and offensive rebounds. Strong pursuit of defensive rebounds. We swat everything near the rim, and we find shooters near the paint. And then our weaknesses, obviously, we can't really finish near the paint because this isn't really a kind of finishing build, like I said. But yeah, that's going to do it for the video. If you guys liked it, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. I post every day on this channel, so make sure you tune for daily uploads. And yeah, this is Airball. Peace.